Kylian Mbappe's graphic yearning for Real Madrid lays bare PSG's joyless state. Over the years, footballers agitating for a transfer have concocted all manner of schemes and ruses in an attempt to secure their dream move. The well-placed media briefing, classic. Refusing to turn up for pre-season training, an old favorite. Few players, however, have gone to the trouble of commissioning and writing a 220-page graphic novel purely for the purpose of earning a move to Real Madrid. You didn't need to be a literature scholar to glimpse the subtext of Je m'appelle Kylian, the comic book autobiography released by Kylian Mbappé in November in collaboration with the illustrator Pharaoh. The young Mbappé makes no secret of his desire to play for Real Madrid when he's older, to the point where in one early passage he's even visited in a dream by Cristiano Ronaldo and Zinedine Zidane. In the dream, Ronaldo and Mbappé do keep earpiece while Zidane hands him a freshly laundered white Madrid kit. Later, Mbappé is invited to Madrid for real, an experience he describes as the best of his life. Are you sure about your choice? At which point, Mbappe's representatives inform them they are close to an agreement with PSG that will see Mbappé earning €18 million a year plus bonuses. That's not bad, Mbappé grimaces, with a grudging acceptance that the wheels of this high-end transfer had been irrevocably set in motion. I mean, as graphic metaphor goes, mouse this is not. And yet as Mbappé enters the last 6 months of his contract at PSG and his move to Real begins to take on a ring of inevitability, it's worth re-examining the basic absurdity of what is being proposed here. One of the world's richest clubs, under no real financial pressure, is about to lose one of the world's best players for nothing, in part because Ronaldo visited him in a dream. Someone here, you feel, is getting mugged off. Watching Mbappé in PSG's rain-sodden 1-1 draw at Lyon on Sunday night offered a few clues. Mbappé wasn't the best player on the pitch, or very possibly the best player on his own side, that was probably Marquinhos. But as PSG, already 10 points clear in League One, toiled at a deserted Stade Groupama, somehow the moments when Mbappé got the ball were the only times the game seemed to mean anything at all. He dipped and swerved and wriggled out of 3-man challenges. He hit the post with a free kick from a heroically unpromising angle. At his best, Mbappé takes the game into new places, unfamiliar places, places you didn't think football could go. The contrast with what was unfolding around him was stark. For all their bloodless excellence, PSG seem a particularly unhappy club at the moment, on the pitch as well as off. Every attack seems strained. Every win feels like a temporary relief from agony. Every new week seems to bring fresh revelations from the dressing room, a sort of sporting Great Gatsby where everyone is partying but nobody is really having any fun. Did you not read the letterhead? Few individuals capture this malaise like the increasingly forlorn Mauricio Pochettino, the alchemist coach who seems more tangential with every passing week. Putatively, he's the man in charge. In reality he's little more than a bystander, the coaching equivalent of Rowan, the training instructor in the office, helplessly looking on as the lovelorn Icardi bears his soul. Mbappé describes his ultimate fantasy in unsparing detail. Ronaldo, Zidane, I'm just watching, and Neymar strums Free Love Freeway on his acoustic guitar. This is, if you think about it, quite some achievement. A 37-year-old Qatari billionaire buys a football club with an unlimited budget to attract the world's best players to one of its greatest cities. Over the course of a decade he wins 7 league titles by a combined margin of 101 points. On paper, and let's set aside the morality of the thing for a minute, this sounds like the most riotously fun project in the history of football. And yet for some reason, it's not. It feels malcontent and unsatisfying and overwrought and over-serious and thoroughly joyless. Is leaving? Probably not, although it certainly doesn't help. On one level perhaps this is just a loveless marriage that has simply run its course, as well the fulfillment of an inexorable childhood dream. And yet whatever Mbappe's motivations, it's hard not to see this as a judgment on PSG too, a club that for all its riches seems to have lost its way, lost itself, forgotten why it got into this in the first place. When you have all the money in the world, few players are ever truly irreplaceable. And yet PSG may just discover that Mbappé is one of them.